Establish the running game. Got some get back in balance and help them when they put the ball back in. It's down left. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice game to bring up a new set of downs. So from the 17th, now here's a first and 10.
Get the up today.
Out of the shotgun, they look with it. Two yards on him, they're going to be second and 8. In the first half, he was held in check and on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too. We got second and 8.
Why the fuck over?
Part of that, a good lead as they went into the half, but he came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready for like 60 minutes. This game was fun.
For the rest of my life, you look like something, but girl, I'm gonna wind up missing you. Oh, your daddy never wanted you to go far away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to push the playmakers together. Here's to them. Now that's a
you look like I'm gonna wind up missing you.
now, Mitch, Eagles playing your street this time. Here we go. Gotta imagine the fast scene right now. Got 10 seconds on the second. They look like the second.
For the rest of my life, it's not gonna change. You look like I'm gonna wind up missing you.
This offense in mind of music conversion as they come up on third down.
Wind up missing you. This smart. The only way to survive the
Going to throw it. Big shoot.
is to embrace the chaos.
Now he's going to do a little bit of both. Still just a few minutes. They go, and they're going 4-on-4.
You used to be the last dream. I'm changing the world. The last time that you're dancing. And I'm the
That's the line.
This could be your last first if we do this thing right. Your last time alone.
They're going to run it for the
Someone else,
Fuck, man, get it up there. Good game, bro.
Yeah, you could be the last phone number I write down on the napkin. Yeah, you can be the last girl that I take back home to mom. The last time that we're talking about this, it's gonna be the last if you know how to make someone else, it'll need to be some history. The lady girl, I'll be yours. It's not alone. Baby, yours. It's not
It's a senior this first hand. They retired our jersey number 4. Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays on that. Even if you're the biggest catcher on the roster. You're going to go through one because that's what the stage do. It's a lot of for those unseen secrets we talk about.
It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
First down and a ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun. Find the man outside.
It's a this winter's really got a grip on you.
Here's 72. Taking 14 on the way.
Can't play my can't go the limit back in my state.
It's a tough one, but not easy. He's got a huge gain and a first down. Taking 22 on that one. And that's a New England first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Mario Douglas with a touchdown.
She'll always leave me alone, leave me while I do sitting home.
It's the points in right down middle. The Patriots just got all set to kick off. Slot to the honors.
And the kickoff is going in.
Offense ready to begin his drive. First and 10.
Can't play my best. Let me play my
Johnny Devine kicks it off.
And the Patriots will be set free.
Oh, but their sick partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game.
Busy with Instagram, target circle 360 makes it easy. Some funny exciting
I can promise you this, babe. Nowhere on that whole page for the word interception ever appears. You never want to see an INT. I'm going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. You got to flush that mistake and press on the head.
Now get this drive started with first and 10. Oh, for the first time here, he's got a little room to turn it into a nice game. 6. Working quickly here. Here's Gibson on second down. In this one, second to Gibson. So sometimes on the first quarter, 7-0 is our score. It's just a mess.
I got on too soon. Tastes like you and me are on the same. I'm living my soul. Sometimes you still say
Putting pieces together.
you like that. You like that. You always talk about LA. Heard you got 4 cents, right?
Here's
We
the
know that I'm talking to as far as keeps on. Man, I said square is supposed to be square. You lucky boy.
Chances for success.
All set for the kickoff. Be honest. This is the 6. Good.
Should have stayed to the right, my boy. Had it, you ball.
It's contributions like that that is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He must have stopped. This is at the 37-yard line. First down, 52. Offensive right up here.
Leon pick up breakfast from the down free. Got into some time, hidden with a line. I went a lot of my night, getting on the ball.
Somebody about to fumble that ball.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package.
What's the big news around the NFL? Shador and the Titans canceling their workout? That feels like that's the big news of the retirements. What is the big NFL news of the day here, Roxy?
It kind of feels like the Shador thing, right? So obviously on Friday, Colorado had a showcase, not a pro day, but a showcase, which
It was awesome, I think.
it was pretty awesome. I agree with that.
You don't next scouts. You don't care about that. You just got good. Get the hell out of the way. I think Shador did a great job. I think Travis ran some great routes with no gloves on his hands. I don't know if there was a win for everybody at the showcase. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, well, there's a lot on Travis Hunter, and I want to get to that in a second, because him deciding to run routes but not doing easy drills is interesting, but hold back for one second. The Shador Sanders is good, and if you're someone who wants to draft him at 2 or 3 or early, you saw enough where you're like, all right, like, obviously the talent is there. The unsure is, I don't know who said he couldn't throw deep. They were all angry about somebody saying that. I've not yet found the culprit of such accusations, but he has proved that that is not the case. And then you sort of get word that the Titans which I would say to me makes sense, because if it looks like the Titans are going in wonder, they haven't officially confirmed or announced, but it looks like they're going to select Sam Ward at number 1. And then if that's the case, then I'm not sure what the point of it to go workout anyway is, especially when they worked out the whole world like 3 days before. So that makes sense. But in the context of like giving us an idea for what the Titans want to do, I think that's why it kind of stood out to everyone as over the biggest news.
Sam Ward going number 1 to the Tennessee Titans, seemingly signed, sealed, delivered. Big combo around NFL players was Shador patting the ball, patting the ball. Obviously, that is fun on the internet, and if you follow the internet, a lot of things are going to become storylines. Barry Slayton in there, Micah in there, numerous others chit-chatting about Shador, and that is kind of what Shador is. He is a lightning rod. Anything he does, people are going to talk about. He actually said that in the press conference. He goes, anywhere I go, there's a spotlight. I've been kind of following through it all. And Andre says, better stop talking about that. He's right there. And the way he types out his words, I appreciate that. And Danny setting up the Giants, okay, teammate here. Shador, I promise you the back ball thing just fine. Okay, he throws me 15, 20 balls a game. There's going to be no problem if he's patting it before he uses his hand. But Shador even mentioned it. Like, everything he does gets followed. Everything he does gets clicks. I mean, he's got people talking about his play day and whether or not he's patting the ball. I just saw a video of Drake May working out. I think he patted the ball a couple times. Other than that, I think Aaron even every once in a while do that, but is he doing his marching Shador? He's doing it. This is like Shador Sanders football. Teams know they're signing up for a lot of attention. Teams know they're signing up for, all eyes on their brand. What do you think happens with Shador after the pro day? And what do you think he, I don't want to say kind of earned after his pro day, or what is the combo about him? I thought he looked good. While I was watching the pro day, I actually thought to myself, like, it's an open competition quarterback here in Indianapolis. Why don't we, I like the way he looked at the pro day, but what is the kind of the combo now with him?
I don't really like to make sense. I'm still. They went Verizon announced that I can lock in their price for 3 years. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, a couple things. I would agree with what Shador said afterward when he's talked about this publicly before. Like, he is in the spotlight, everything he does, no matter what, more than any other draft prospect. It's not like unprecedented. There's a couple of these draft prospects every year, but it does seem because of his last name that it's ramped up a little. So I want to tell you guys a quick Shador Sanders story. I mentioned this during our combine coverage on NFL Network. So the lead up to the combine, I was trying to figure out what Shador was going to do after the combine. Was he going to throw there, or was he going to wait for his pro day? So I contact someone who kind of works with the Sanders family, and I say, who's the point man? If he doesn't have an agent, who's kind of the person that media talks to so I can figure out if he's throwing? And the response I get is, Coach will contact you directly. And I'm like, Coach. Okay, well, there's not that many coaches. I'm like, would probably be Dion, but that's kind of strange. But okay. 5 minutes later, I got a FaceTime from the number I was at. I answer, obviously, Deion Sanders, which was fun because I had my kids in the car and they got a big kick out of Deion Sanders FaceTime. Again, famous. He got for Coach Brown call. Right. This is by the way, next day, people were screaming like, yes. But anyway, so he's like, what do you going on around? What do you need? And I'm like, come on, what? Hold on 1 second. Give the phone to the and he goes, talk to Rapture. And so we talked, told me what he was doing, told me why, explained the plan.
Oh, baby, it's that pressure. It's that pressure.
Hands are going back to his dad, and he's like, you good? I'm good. And he was just an unbelievably mature, level-headed, grounded way of handling what could have been a huge issue, but like, Dion wanted to make sure that Shador handled it himself. And I was like, this is not normal. And so like, whatever comes of him, like, this is someone who really is trained to handle all of it, and I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people bringing up, well, how many wins did they have in Colorado, yada, 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 and it's like, they literally rebuilt a program. Did they have a reality TV show happening at the same time via social media? Yes. Did they have a documentary happening at the same time? Yeah. Coach Prime, is he one of one? Yes. There's like a lot of outliers. Travis Hunter, Heisman winner, obviously might be the number 2 overall pick, which is what everybody's saying. That certainly helps. But they had to rebuild an entire program. His toughness obviously shines physically and mentally. It's just whether or not Shador is the guy for your team, I guess comes down to a couple people enjoying his personality. Is that kind of what it is now? Because that was like a little bit of a chatter.
Right, that play was doing all the good shit. That play was
they were getting mad about saying, because Orlovsky said he wanted to see him step on one. That's what he wanted. He said he wanted to see the ball come out of Shador. Remember, that was yeah, he did. Pop out of his hands. He said he wants to see the ball come out of his hands. And he wants to see him like step on one, really drunk. Like Orlovsky said that. So I don't think he was saying he didn't believe it. I think he was just saying 55% of Shador's passes in college were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. He wanted to see him open it because Dan Orlovsky's super, analyst. Super analyst. So like I think that's what Orlovsky said, but I do appreciate if they got pissed off about it. Could have been others. But like, is that what it is? Is it like, are you ready for like kind of everything else that comes with it that teams are trying to figure out, or is it whether or not teams are trying to figure out they want a quarterback for the still?
Those teams that need a quarterback no matter. Like, the Browns need another one from somewhere. The Giants don't need another one because they signed Russell Wilson, but they don't have a quarterback of the future that could start. There's plenty of us. It's really just, is it worth the point, right? Or like, if you take Shador Sanders, let's say you think he's a mid-first something. Let's just say they got a random right. Let's say you think that. Would you take him at 2 or 3 or 6 or wherever the Saints pick or whatever it is? Like, is that a reach or is that worth it? And are you passing on a generational talent like, let's just say Travis Hunter? I mean, we did a conversation about the value and what I don't think it's like, as far as the personality goes, there's a lot that goes into drafting quarterbacks, and I think going into my 13th year, and I really have no idea what differentiates great quarterback prospect who's going to succeed and one who does not have that. Like, it's been, and obviously, there's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs. Yeah, I agree. You gotta figure out the mental makeup. That's why you would think a guy who's been a professional since he was a child would be good.
So we're through here. It's the Patriots with possession.
In a car accident, here's exactly how to get every dollar you're owed. What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with the Junior Bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best thing for fresh nickel frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. For the best deal of all time, gotta be lunch.
Maybe Tyreek should put some hockey skates on. You know, maybe Alexander Ovechkin, since he's got the record, if he seals up in his contract, maybe he plays American ice football. Did you see what was hitting the internet this weekend, AJ Hawk?
Yes, I am here for this. I would like to attend a game in person at some point.
So it's not
Good shit.
not 100% sure who's representing whether, but
Oh, the
I
ball,
got
Drake.
finish on the ice, and you're high me and high you in it. This is exactly where you want to be. Bye, guys. You know, we've obviously had to run on frozen skates before growing up in the Four Seasons. I like how hesitant they are.
Come on.
But I also appreciate
Hold the ball, quarterback.
display and
Take
the
the sack.
possibilities that can happen here as you slide in for a top AJ.
Yeah, I just want to know, can I wear like old school golf spikes? Golf spikes, that would give me a good. I like it. The rep is on. He's got.
Oh, he breaks three tackles. This man is unstoppable. He's up to 7, then a 3.5. Now he's at that guy, what a hero he was. Bad snap. A great disaster, great three tackles. Gets it up the sideline for a snap. That guy's a hero. That might be the American League Football MVP for all we know. But AJ, you gotta have good footing. It's hard to break. Defense kind of sucks, but if you get a good shot at him, you gotta take him down.
Yeah, good luck, D-Bud get into a backfed on the guy break the chance. That's the first time seeing the kick.
That's the first time seeing the kick right there. Okay. It has to be as slick as possible to go back to your question if they're wearing bowling shoes, because you could also, you got a neck tattoo. That guy is going to be tough to stop. And a couple face tattoos. I like the way that guy looks. I'm that guy in American Ice Football. Curling, curling, they have that one shoe that has like a couple of plates on it, and then the other one is a slider. Feels like they probably make rules that you got to have the bowling shoes on so it's as slick as possible. But how would you feel it for American Ice Football, you think?
I don't know. I would be very afraid of falling on ice taking the bad fall. The footing, I'm not sure the footing. The other moves impossible to stop, but I have you run them as well. I haven't seen one guy get out of the post. Yeah, so a lot of bad dudes.
Appreciate you, Playboy.
From the first
He might go away. Yeah, my boy.
I'll never be this down, but I did see some highlights that were
Of course, it's gonna be a number 42.
great. Picture 2-0. Undefeated fish.
Now good defending lead. Big play coming from the Patriots. They're going for 2. Any motion here.
Let's go. You know we ain't playing around. You know what's going down in the town. 2-1. You know.
Get food to what?
Novia Club 520 are always on the road, covering events and getting the best content for you, our fans. And each time we head to different cities, we're always trying to stop by and watch NBA games. If you're looking for tickets like I am, look no further than SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloaded, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketed app. With the NBA and the MLB on the way with the W as well. Tickets are all backed by the buy guarantee, and each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 through 10, so you know I had to come through for y'all, right? Use promo code CLUB520 and get 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's right, 10% off with promo code CLUB520. And if you click the link in the description to download the app, you'll have the code automatically added to your account to use later. That's 10% off with promo code CLUB520.
Subscribe to our YouTube Club 520. We found this is the break.
You trying to be dangerous, huh?
No, that's my question. Which one?
Dangerous.
All right, man, we back. Another episode of Club 520 Podcast. I'm the host. My name is DJ Will. Same game. Listen to
Oh, Gonzalez, you got a hold.
Silly man. First back from
You
it,
hear
man. He got the rare knees on.
all the time about not being able to keep everything in
Should have had these on yesterday.
because he's definitely
Okay, flex on him. Let's go look at flex.
There we go. Hey, my go. Oh, the boy. Hey, for Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. No.
They don't look bad on you. Fuck all that, bro. They heavy and they run big. 12 run big. And they hit.